say congratulations for being here. We really do have a very, very special lineup for you this evening. It's a very, very special night for us. You know, I know for a lot of the new guests on the call, this may not mean a lot, but for us in Herbalife, today is Mark Hughes Day. The company was founded on the 1st of February, 31 years ago. So this really is a very, very important night, and you will be hearing a lot about Mark Hughes tonight, and there'll be a real flavor of our founder throughout the evening. This was a very, very special man who I would have loved to meet, but many of the people you're going to hear from this evening did meet him and worked very closely with him in the early days of the company. And you know, through these people, I think we all feel like we have some connection back to this unbelievable person who had the most, really, really the most spectacular dreams. And we really are living out those dreams today. We're hugely indebted to Mark. So this evening, we're going to be breaking up the presentation into a number of different sections, but I'd really just like to begin the evening by telling you a little about myself and who I am. My name is Roy Davidson, and you see some pictures of me there coming up on your screens. I come originally from Cape Town in South Africa and moved across to the United Kingdom just over 10 years ago at a point in my life where I'd had a failed business and I was really looking for some serious change. Here in the UK, I commenced an IT career, living in Reading, most of that period actually here in Swindon, and commuting into London every single day. You know, that was an 80-mile commute in each direction, meaning I had to leave home very early in the morning, frequently didn't get home till 9, 10 o'clock at night. But although I was following the career path that I'd chosen, I was earning fantastic money, climbing my way up the corporate ladder, I came to a point just about 5 years later where I realized again that I was disillusioned, I was under a lot of stress and pressure, my health had suffered, I'd gained a lot of weight, my blood pressure and cholesterol were elevated, but more than anything, I knew I didn't want to carry on doing what I was doing every single day for the rest of my life. And I didn't know where I was going. And at that point, I got an invitation to a Herbalife opportunity meeting, very similar to what you're hearing tonight, except that it was a real meeting here in Swindon. And that invitation came to me from a family member all the way back in Cape Town in South Africa. I went down to that meeting, saw something completely different to what I could have ever imagined I was going to see, and met some really unbelievable, remarkable people, some of whom you're going to be hearing from this evening. And I saw a business opportunity that was going to allow me all the things I was looking for. It was going to allow me to work from here at home, around the kids and the family. It was going to free me from the stress and the pressures that I was under. I saw a way to follow a step-by-step plan and earn the kind of income that I needed to earn to sustain myself, and a plan to earn far more than that as I built my career. So got very excited, followed the step-by-step system, listened very carefully to the details of upcoming trainings and events and infrastructure this company puts on for us. I took advantage of everything that came my way. Earned 2,500 pounds in my third month, sorted out my health problems, lost 30 kilograms on the products, never felt better, never been more excited, and never really had a better plan for my future. I know I'll be with this company for the rest of my life, and really the freedom to be able to work from home, spend time around the family, that's really worth more than the money that's come along. I've been able to travel around the world, which is something I really love. You see some pictures coming up there on a Sundowner cruise back in Cape Town last year, where we spent 6 weeks with the family, really working our business over there, but enjoying some family time over that holiday period where many kids don't even see their families. So that freedom has been absolutely unbelievable. Going forward, though, this is the right time and the right place. The company's put on more than we could ever have hoped for. This really is the Herbalife decade, and hopefully throughout the presentation this evening, you'll pick up on some of the things that have been put in place to help us to grow a business and an income to look after us for the rest of our lives in these coming years. So congratulations again to all of you that are with us this evening. We're going to begin the presentation with a quick overview of who we are, where we come from, and what's happened in the last 31 years. We're then going to take you on to the income, the marketing plan. I know a lot of people on the call this evening are here because they're in a situation where they need to earn an income and they need to earn it quickly. We have a plan to do that. We're going to tell you how you're going to put money in your pocket tonight, today, before you go to bed, and how you're going to build that into an unbelievable income to secure your family for the rest of your life. Then we're going to be sharing with you, I want to introduce you to some of the people I've met along my journey that they can share with you their experiences both on our products and with our business. Listen carefully to these stories. These are the stories that drive our business. And then we'll be closing, as I said, with some very, very special announcements and guests connecting in from around the world. This really is an unprecedented meeting this evening, a once-off opportunity to get an overview of our company at this level. So well done for being here. The first person I'm going to hand you over to here in the Swindon area, somebody I've got to know very well over the last couple of years and very well qualified to do this part of the presentation, World Team member Graham Smedley.
Hey, thanks, Roy. Hello, everybody. As Roy said, my name is Graham Smedley. I've got a background in IT and administration as well. I also got very stressed out, and fortunately I did, because that prompted my wife Claire to go looking on the internet. She typed in work from home and came across an opportunity that we took a look at, and it turned out to be Herbalife, and we're so grateful that it was, because I was an ex-semi-professional level footballer who at 39 was fat, fed up and falling apart physically and mentally. And the product had a fantastic result for us, or gave us a fantastic result. I lost 35 pounds, 6 inches off my waist. My wife Claire lost 1.5 stone, 2 dress sizes, in fact 3 dress sizes now. And we can honestly say we've never felt better. That was 8 years ago. We've maintained our weight, we've improved our health, we've improved our fitness, we've become runners, triathletes. We absolutely love what the products have done for us, and it's also enabled us to start up a business that's not only generating us an income, but it's also affecting other people in our family and people that we know as well. And just taking that on from what Roy was saying about Mark Hughes, even though he's not with us now, he's affecting people every time that we talk to somebody about these amazing products. So welcome to Herbalife. It is a great solution. It's a solution for anything, as you've heard, Roy. It's a solution for commuting and stress. For me, definitely stress. And if you can do it, you can. If you can dream it, you can do it with Herbalife. So if you've never heard of the company before, it's one of the largest direct selling companies in the world, offering a range of nutritionally based products. So weight loss, weight gain, sports nutrition, everything that you need for a healthy, active lifestyle. We've also got great skincare. We've got over 2.1 million distributors now in 74 countries. We're going to be growing as well. We're going to be opening another 60 countries over the next 10 years. Record sales in 2009 of $4 billion US. And we're also listed on the New York Stock Exchange, so very prestigious. And talking about prestigious, our office is in Los Angeles at the Staples Center, LA Live Center, absolutely first class, brand new. So it really does, it's a statement of intent that the company is just growing and growing. So a lot of people ask us, why isn't Herbalife available in shops? You can see from the slide, we emphasize personal direct contact, personal support, and it's the results that drive the sales. And the thing to understand is, if they're in a shop, they're going to be sold out by some uninterested shopkeeper. We've got 2.1 people passionate about the products and making sure that people get those results that they're looking for. So it's an opportunity to start part-time, as I did, full-time, as Roy did. It really is flexible, so you fit it in with what suits you. Minimal startup costs, no previous experience required. You might think from me and Roy you need to be in IT, but you don't at all. And it is about being your own boss. Now, we've got amazing leadership now of the company. Michael Johnson, our CEO, 17 years with Walt Disney, whereas he served as a president. And he's been able to bring an absolute dream team of people into Herbalife, both from a business point of view, but also from the medical side of things, the nutritional side of things. So he's helping drive Mark's vision, Mark's dream of changing people's lives. And it's changing people's lives through having the best opportunity available in the world, along with or allied with the best nutritional products in the world. And that's what the company is constantly striving to do and improve. And as I said earlier, and as Roy said, that was the dream of Mark Hughes, our founder, who wanted to change people's lives person by person around the world, and that's exactly what's happening. And it's all down to the products. The products are amazing. We've got inner nutritional products designed for weight management, healthy nutrition, targeted nutritional supplements to help people with specific needs, energy, sports, and fitness. That is just a huge market. Basically, we can target anybody who wants to improve their health and well-being. Outer nutrition, skincare, so we can look good as well as feeling absolutely fantastic. And the company are committed to making sure that we've got the very best that's available through science and nature. So the Mark Hughes Cellular Molecular Nutritional Laboratories at the UCLA in America helping us achieve that. That's where many of our products are developed. But we have leading scientists around the world, and one we always like to highlight, and why not? Because we are the only nutritional company in the world with a Nobel laureate working and developing products for us. So Professor Lou Ignarro won a Nobel Prize for medicine back in 1998, something amazing. So here you are. You see some of the leadership in the company. Michael O. Johnson towards the middle there, closing the bell when Herbalife launched on the New York Stock Exchange. And you know, even in difficult times, the share price is growing and growing with the company, because you know, the industry, the city knows what a powerful company this is. So in terms of who might be interested, you've got to ask yourself what brought you to the call, I guess, but it's anybody who's looking for more money. People hate commuting, don't like their current jobs, or want more flexibility, more family time, more choices. Basically, it's anybody with a dissatisfaction somewhere in their life could benefit from this opportunity. Got the best compensation plan in the business. 73% of all the turnover goes back to the distributor base. We've got amazing quality training support, and the business tools that we got. And what's really exciting with all of that is it's getting better and better all of the time. Immediate product discount, so you can actually sign up tonight and make money tonight. And the really exciting thing is it's about making a difference for people. So although anybody can do it, yes, and there's lots of other ways of making money, yes, this is about making a real difference in people's lives. One of the largest, we just talk about this one because unfortunately it's the biggest problem that we've got, is overweight and obesity. 1.6 billion overweight adults, 400 million considered obese. And we do have a solution. We've got a solution that people can take a look at. The problem of obesity and overweight is caused, it's a simple imbalance between the calories being taken in and the calories being expended. You know, we're eating rubbish and we're not doing much activity. It's called modern life, and there's not really many ways of getting out of it. What we help people to do is achieve balanced nutrition by adopting a healthy, active lifestyle. We encourage people to get active. We make sure people are eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, drinking plenty of water, and then adding in the Herbalife programs that are suitable to them to make sure that they can increase fibers, dietary proteins, all of the vitamins, nutrients, everything that the body needs to enable it to support a healthy, active lifestyle. And that's what our products can do. Manage your weight, improve nutrition levels, improve digestive health. That's one of the biggest issues around these days. And boost immune system as well. You know, we're going through a period where everybody seems to be coming down with coughs and colds other than people looking at Herbalife. So the products can help you, give you the energy and the support that you need to glow with health and vitality, look and feel your absolute best. Now, one of the things that Michael Johnson's done is he's brought some incredible branding to the company. So, you know, if the products are good enough for these guys, you know they're good enough for yourself and your family and friends and whoever else might be interested in getting fit and healthy. So we just saw David Beckham, now we've got Lionel Messi, personally sponsored by Herbalife, nutritionally sponsored by Herbalife. We also sponsor the whole of the FC Barcelona team, but Messi already said that the products give him the energy and focus that he needs to be the #1 player in the world 2 years in a row. So that's a brief overview. Back to you, Roy.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you, Graham. I'm sure that every single person on the call has got a new layer of confidence about the company that backs up this opportunity we give you to work from home. Unbelievable stuff. Really, we couldn't ask for anything more to be done to support us in our home businesses. And I'm proud to be associated with a company like Herbalife. Now, as I said, a lot of you on the call, we've got about 150 people here. You're looking for an income. You're looking for a way to put immediate cash in your pocket and build a future for yourself that's going to look after you and your family for the rest of your lives. So I want to quickly give you an overview of how the compensation plan works, how the money gets paid. And to do that, we've got somebody who's at the global expansion team level of our marketing plan. That should become a little clearer to you as the presentation progresses, but she's well qualified to tell you about the money. Global expansion team member, Lucy Dutton.
Thank you very much, Roy. Good evening, everybody. My name's Lucy Dutton, and I live near Colchester in Essex. And I got introduced to Herbalife through a friend and work colleague, and that was 6 months before I got started with the business, because when she told me about it, it simply wasn't the right time for me. Actually, it was at the worst time in my life when I did take a look at this. I'd split up from my fiancé. I'd moved away from everything I'd known for the past 7 years, and I felt very unsure about what I wanted, where I was going. I had extremely low self-esteem, and my self-confidence was basically nil. I went along to one of the training days, so a bit like this, but a live training, to find out more about the company, and I got the business pack. I started using the products, and I was invited to attend at that time a special training event that was happening the following month in Stuttgart. Now, I had to qualify to the supervisor level, which again you'll hear about in a little while, to attend that event, but it was in front of our founder, Mark Hughes. So it was absolutely amazing, a very special event, and it's very memorable to have the photographs of him and to have been to that event and to know that I was there, and I saw him a few times, and you can't, he's such an amazing person. So I qualified to the supervisor level. I went to that event, and really Herbalife has just moved on and on from there. My personal development has been absolutely huge. I certainly wouldn't have been speaking on a call like this all those years ago. So you get a lot more than you bargained for when you come into Herbalife. It's not just about earning an extra income. It's about the person you become and what you can give back as well. So I'm going to talk to you about the marketing plan, the compensation plan, which is how you get paid. Now, your income with Herbalife comes in two areas. First one is retailing. So you're actively out there, you're talking to people, you're sharing your results, just like we share our results, with people that are interested, that people that want to make a change, and they become your personal customers. And we look after those customers on a one-to-one basis. That can be over the phone or where we meet up with them. Now, the second income is through your distributors, and so there are lots of possibilities with Herbalife. You have your retail income there, which is 25%, which goes right up to 50%. That was the supervisor level I got to. Didn't understand all the bits in the middle. I started at the 25, couldn't really see anything other than the 50, so I just got there as fast as I could. The wholesale profit then is between your percentage and the percentage of your distributors, so between 8 and 25%. Your royalties come when you have supervisors at that 50% level in your team, and that's anything from 1 to 5%. And your bonuses, when you get up into the tabulator team, which is Get Team and above, go to 2, 4, and 6% and more. And then just to throw extra in, the more you do, the more you get. Because if you just carry on doing what you're doing with a little bit of extra effort and energy and enthusiasm, then you can qualify for holidays and special events that that Herbalife just put out there as like a dangling carrot for us. So they're all out there every single year, all the time. This is important, Trading Scheme Act, and it's basically saying that we're not allowed to promote the business as high earnings are easily achieved. We do work to get where we get to. So what we do is we're retailing, and then we build our team. And duplication, if you write the word duplication down, because that really is the key to success. It's not uni-level marketing, it's multi-level, so it's multiple people. And the more people that you get into your team, the bigger your team becomes, the more people you can help through speaking out from other people. So that's what that picture was showing you. It's sort of a bit like a spider's legs, and it spirals out. And as I say, the more people that you talk to, the higher up the marketing plan you're going to go, because you're working and mentoring with those people. So now, to become a Herbalife distributor, you purchase the International Business Pack. That can be whatever country you're in, you get the International Business Pack. That's where we all get started. Within that pack, you get your distributor application form that allows you then to do business in any of the countries in which we are open. Your starting discount is 25%. Get up the scale as soon as you can. Use the products that come in the pack. They are so important. That is what you take to the marketplace. Your product result is what counts. The DVDs and literature are in there as well, and it really is a portable business. It comes in a bag. You can take it with you. If you decide to move to another country, you just take Herbalife with you and you pick up where you started off. Plus, you also then have business that you left in the other country. So it is absolutely fantastic, and you can make it as big as you want, or you can keep it as small as you want. It really is then up to you. So I hope that helps, and I'll hand you back to Roy.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much, Lucy, for that quick overview. I know for me, I realized very quickly there was only a certain amount of money that could be made from sharing these products with customers. But if you were able to duplicate yourself and earn an ongoing income on that, you could build an income that was absolutely unlimited. If you're going to hear real stories of people who've utilized that plan and built themselves income that really are unbelievable in the world that we're in at the moment. But, you know, let's continue up the marketing plan now. You heard from Lucy at the Global Expansion Team, but I want to take, we're going to start our world tour now. So I'm taking you over to South Africa to somebody again at the Global Expansion Team level. So this is where you're getting the 5% royalty as well as a 2% bonus over and above that. So let's go over to South Africa now. Global Expansion Team member Kim Marie.
This is a special day for us all in remembering a great man. I've had the privilege of waiting at an airport in Amsterdam after an amazing Herbalife event, and then to have sat in a row behind Mark on a plane from Holland to the UK. Mark Hughes had the amazing trait of looking into your eyes when he spoke, not looking for another interesting distraction, as if a bomb could go off and he wouldn't have flinched. An amazing characteristic, and the only other time I've heard of that was when the press mentioned Prince William during the Soccer World Cup doing the same thing. We all miss Mark terribly. Hi everyone, Kim Marie Eads from Johannesburg, South Africa. I started on these products 16 years ago after a dear friend suggested I needed energy. Thank goodness she didn't mention I was fat. I just had my second baby and had picked up 23 kilos. I was nursing my 4-month-old little girl and noticed she started to feed less, sleep better, and put on healthy weight through me, and I lost 12 kilos in a very short time. I then went on to lose the weight and have been able to control this for over 16 years. My 2 teens have had these products as part of a healthy breakfast since they were 4 months and 2 years old. My son's a provincial water polo player and captain of the swimming team. My daughter's a gold medalist in hip-hop dancing. They're both A students, and I believe I'm giving them the best nutrition and advanced food to ensure their healthy futures. So when that same friend sent me a business pack to improve my energy 16 years ago, clever girl, I was interested in the free products in the pack and started using them. I felt a difference in energy in 3 days, and at the time I was a happy housewife, not looking for a business and definitely not interested in network marketing. However, my baby's results got me excited to share these products with others. Before being a full-time mom, I was an international air hostess for South African Airways. I also owned an ad agency, an artist management company, and managed some of South Africa's top bands. This business has given me the opportunity to work from anywhere, my own hours, around my kids as a single mom, and to grow a business through the internet and people I meet. In my first 10 days, I bought a successful order, which is the least amount of investment. Guys, there's quite a lot of interruption, sorry. Was the least amount of investment for the most amount of profit as well as a one-off order at 42%, and the person who invited you can tell you more. I made £1,000 profit in my first month as a supervisor. However, the most important part for me is I have a partnership I've introduced to my children and a business that will pay them amazing pocket money whilst they're at university. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Mark Hughes, and thank you, Herbalife.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you very much, Kim. I don't know if everybody caught that, £1,000 in Kim's first month as a supervisor. That's the kind of income that's possible, and you're hearing it in real stories. But let's continue now to climb the marketing plan. The next level after the Global Expansion Team, the Millionaire Team, it's got a great sounding name. In effect, the bonus has doubled from 2% to 4%. You've done more of exactly the same thing, affected more people, and you now have a business that's turning over in excess of $1 million of product worth a year into the marketplace. So again, staying in South Africa, to share with us from the Millionaire Team, we've got somebody who's really one of the leaders in South Africa, Millionaire Team member Wayne Merrick.
Good evening, Roy, and thanks very much for the invitation to be on the webinar tonight. What an absolute privilege, and good evening to all of the distributors and guests around the world. My name is Wayne Merrick from South Africa. I've been with the business 16 years now. My background is in the retail industry and carpet cleaning, and in between those two things I tried many opportunities, 26 to be exact. I know that sounds bizarre, But anyway, to give you an idea, I was a hawker on the side of the road. I worked on flea markets. I was a door-to-door salesman selling vacuum cleaners and home improvement. I even tried to import fish at one stage. I really tried many, many different things to fulfill the need and desire to make a financial success. And a very good friend of mine invited me to take a look at Herbalife. Initially, I was not really that interested in this type of business, but I went down, I took a look. I got excited right away, but then thought, well, business looks great, but not that excited about the products. And then they shared with me that if you want to make a success of the business, you need to give the products a go. I tried the products and literally felt a difference within a handful of days. And since then, the business opportunity has been absolutely amazing for me. It took, in my first month, I made $250 part-time. After 6 months, I was able to quit the carpet cleaning business, go full-time with Herbalife, and it really has been an absolute dream come true. There you can see some of the lifestyle pictures in New York, in Boca Raton, in Greece, in Mauritius. The bottom right there is a fully paid-for vacation with Herbalife. I've now been on 4 fully paid-for vacations with the company, and it took 6 years to get to about $8,000 per month, and another 5 years to get to sort of $12,000 to $15,000 per month with the business. And it really has been absolutely amazing. I just love this business. I love where it's going. And Roy, if you can just move on to the next slide from there. This business is worldwide. You've got an opportunity to build and develop your business and your organization right around the world. And, for those that have got any kind of business happening in South Africa, we've got Chairman's Club member Blake Morgan. He will be during the month of February, and we're just so excited about having a man of this caliber in our midst, training and teaching us the skills that can help us take our business to the next level. And, Roy, it was as a result of these trainings, these teachings from people that I've met throughout the Herbalife world that has really afforded me a lifestyle and an opportunity that I could never have imagined in my previous career or having been anything else. And I work from home. I love what I do. What a fantastic opportunity. And sorry, yeah, there was Blake Morgan there for a second. But guys, he's in South Africa, and it's a great opportunity for all the distributors and for all the guests that are listening to us right now to still participate and get tremendous advantage as a result of Blake Morgan being here. He was really one of Mark Hughes' prodigies. And he's, we are just so excited to have him right here in South Africa in the coming weeks. So Ray, back to you, and thanks very much for having me on the webinar tonight.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you very much, Wayne, for joining us. I don't know how many carpet cleaners there are out there who've built incomes of $15,000 a month. That truly is remarkable. But from the Millionaire Team, it sounds like the top. It sounds like as good as it gets. But Herbalife just carries on. The next level in the marketing plan is the President's Team. The bonus has moved from 4% to 6%. You've perfected even more. You've done nothing different. Just carried on duplicating, doing exactly the same thing, teaching other people how to do it. And you're now earning that 6% bonus over and above the royalty. So this truly is where lifestyles are completely changed. It really is. This is what we all aspire to reach. It's almost the pinnacle of the marketing plan, and really some unbelievable stories up here. But as we continue our world tour, the next person I'm going to introduce you to, originally from Iceland, he was instrumental in the building of Iceland as a Herbalife country. He's got a phenomenal story, a great background. So listen very carefully. President's Team member Oscar Finson.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you. Yep. Like I said at the beginning, I come from Iceland. I got a phone call in January 1997 from an old friend that we have not met for many years that were living in Los Angeles. This good lady called Margaret Raven told me and my wife from this opportunity, Herbalife. This was gonna, go all around the world. They have been done in business for 17 years. And I said to Margaret after her presentation on the phone, no, Margaret, I'm not interested. I am a successful restaurateur here in Iceland. We are running 2 restaurants. I'm not looking for more or extra job. Only time when me and my wife are fighting is because I'm, working way too much. But because he was so polite on the phone call, that give her permission to call me again, and then she did that, and she called for the third time, and luckily we said, yeah, we will look at it. And we went on what's called today as STS training. This was 2-day training where we saw all the people in the company who have been making a lot of money. But in the beginning of the meeting, when they went through the product, I was sitting there thinking, wow, what's this healthy nutrition? You take shake twice a day, tablets and tea, and you lose weight. And I thought, that's unbelievable, you know. We have never heard about these things in Iceland. And when we heard all the product stories, you know, I was just blown away. Just blown away, product story. Then the marketing plan came with all the stories around the marketing plan. And I was sitting there, speechless. I thought, what is happening? You know, I didn't know what it was, but the only thing I knew and I felt on this STS, and you guys, you have the opportunity to go on exactly the same one that's going to be on Heathrow on the 26th and 7th of February. It's unbelievable, because one thing is for sure, each and everyone on this meeting can change their life with Herbalife. They can decide tonight, you know, this is the day that I do something extra. I will start to build up a financial future for my family. That's unbelievable. The first pictures that you saw was with Mark Hughes. Of course, it's his day. This is the 1st of February. I had been in the business for almost 2 years when I saw Mark face to face, and I had my first conversation with him. And you know, I'm not an old man, but I have never ever seen a person like Mark Hughes. And in my, you know, restaurant business, I have met most of these big, what you call movie star or musical people, but you know, guys, this is nothing like Mark Hughes. How simple he can explain Herbalife, and we still today look at his DVD or CD collection. They are just unbelievable. But Herbalife have given me and my family opportunity to build business all around the world. We are getting now paid from over 10 countries, mainly in Scandinavia. And of course, here in England is on the move. Things are happening here. So we are very, very exciting what's ahead of us, because we are looking at the year 2011 that will be unbelievable. The momentum have probably never been more, because people need our product, especially our business opportunity. And we are getting people into this opportunity that we couldn't get a couple of years ago, because, you know, 2004, 3, 5, people were too busy in the boom, but now people have to really think about every penny they earn. But Herbalife is a real opportunity for each and everyone there. If you want to make your 500 pounds, that's fantastic. I was interested in 50,000 pounds. That was things that got me in the beginning. You know, I can really be free, and that was what kept me. You know, what kept me on the first meeting to go further. So we have been living here in the UK for a couple of years. It's been fantastic, and I'm looking forward to the future with Herbalife. Over to you again, Roy.
Thank you very much, Oscar. Isn't that just it in a word? Freedom. Freedom. I don't know any other chefs who earn an income from 10 different countries around the world and have absolute freedom. Truly remarkable. The next person I'm bringing you, we've really got, I promised you the most unbelievable markup, the most unbelievable lineup tonight, and we're just going to keep topping it. So the next person I've got for you, she's also at the president's team level. She's somebody I met at that very first meeting here in Swindon about 3 years ago. She's been part of the support structure for my business. I'm very grateful to her. Huge respect. Over to Senior Executive, President's Team Member, Angela Jackson.
Oh, thank you, Roy. Huge respect to you too, Roy. And my goodness, I'm looking at this photograph of Mark Hughes, and this photograph was taken in Stuttgart. I just had recently become President's Team Member, and Mark knew my son. In fact, it's a long story involving he met my son when he was a little boy on very numerous occasions, and I didn't ask him. He signed that photograph to my son Sebastian, who, by the way, is just now passed out of Sandhurst and is an officer in the British Army. So surprising what Herbalife children become. And the second photo is Michael O. Johnson, who's now leading our company like it's totally out of control. With the rising stars on the New York Stock Exchange, there's never been another company that's breaking records like Herbalife. And if you're listening to this call for the very first time, you're in the right place at the right time, on the right day, Mark Hughes Day, 1st of February, 31 years ago, this company was founded. And it was nearly 25 years ago when a friend of mine walked into my office when I was feeling very low. I hated my boss, hated my job. I was a civil servant working in a university, assistant to a vice chancellor. And he asked me to take a look at an opportunity. I walked into a meeting room. He was a meeting room in central London in a hotel. I saw healthy, happy people who were having fun. I wasn't having fun, I wasn't healthy, and I certainly wasn't happy. And I thought, why not? Let's see if I can do it on a part-time basis. And that's how I got started. And I got my, what is now called an IBP, and I started using the products. I then found out I was pregnant with my second child. I used the products while I was pregnant. After my son was born, I said, I'm going to do this business for the rest of my life and work from my kitchen table, be around my family, and that's how, but that was my first ambition. I became a supervisor in my very first 3 weeks just by getting out there and retailing the products and bringing a few people into the business. And we had a supervisor school, a supervisor training. My very first supervisor training was with the founder of the company, Mark Hughes. And I've never looked back since that day. My very first corporate event, overseas corporate event, was in Los Angeles in August 1987. I flew to Los Angeles, walked in a big meeting room, never seen so many people in my life in one room. And there was a young man, 18 years old. He'd been cutting grass for a living. His name was Blake Morgan, and he was making $30,000 a month then. I thought, that's enough for me. So I'm thrilled that he's coming to South Africa. In fact, I'm just packing my case because I'm flying to Cape Town to see Blake Morgan. So what can I tell you? I just worked my business consistently. I got people on the products. I looked after them, and I was consistent with everything that I did. And that was including going to all the trainings the company provided and qualifying for all the trainings the company provided. And in doing so, I became a President's Team member in August 1997, and I've never looked back. When you get a President's Team income, it truly is a life-changing income. I've been able to afford to give both my children the best education money can buy. My son went to one of the top public schools in the United Kingdom. Both my kids went to university without the debt that kids are getting into nowadays in the UK. I've got 3 beautiful homes. 2 of them are up there. I have a home right by Windsor Castle, me and the Queen. We wave to each other in the morning. And no, not really. It's just a joke. But I live right by Windsor Castle, and I have lovely walks in the morning with my dog along the river, and I really am so very grateful to Herbalife. And I have another beautiful home in the south of France overlooking the Bay of Saint-Tropez. And my third home, in fact, really it's my first home, is in Cape Town, South Africa, right on the beach, and I can't wait to open those doors and smell that sea air this coming Sunday, and and that's what Herbalife gives you. When I got to the President's Team and the 6% bonus kicked in, my checks went to over £27,000 a month, and now I think this past year has been one of my very best years in the business. The sky's the limit. I'm just so excited about the potential for the new people coming into this company. With far greater. We were only in 4 countries when I signed up, and now we're in 73, 74. It's going ballistic, and we've got things here in the United Kingdom. Oscar, what a thrill to have Oscar on. I always talk about Oscar Vincent, who became a President's Team member in the country of Iceland, which was, I'm not quite sure of the exact figure, but approximately 300,000 people population, and they became President's Team members there, you know. And Iceland, we always tell the story of Iceland. And Iceland's up there in the northern hemisphere, and we know that there's some great things happening in Norway. And the people that are leading the way in Norway is the couple you're looking at the screen now, Uni and her husband, Kia, I think that's how you, not sure how you pronounce it, but they're a truly magnificent looking couple, but they're doing some amazing stuff. They've started wellness centers and that sort of thing in Norway, and the most important thing is they're duplicating it. And everything you do in Herbalife is duplicatable. That's the way our business works. But if you want to see how they move to the President's team, come along on the 26th of February, which will be an STS day, followed by a wellness center training on the Sunday, the 27th. And before that, you can bring all your guests down free of charge to the London Hilton Olympia. It's the most stunning location on Kensington High Street, and it starts at 7 o'clock. It's a Herbalife opportunity meeting. They can even buy their tickets there for the event the following weekend, and it's free for all your guests. So that's enough from me, because I want to bring on now, because I know that this man has a particularly important announcement for the month of February. And he's a Chairman's Club member, the very, very top of the company. He's been #1 in the company 3 times running. He's never been out of the top 5 in the past 23 years. He's consistently #1 in Europe or anywhere else. But I've been looking at some videos of this man just recently, and I just looked at him when he was with Mark Hughes on stage, and I know Mark was very, very close to his heart. This is Mark Hughes Day. This is why we're talking about Mark Hughes. And Alan turned around to Mark Hughes and said, Mark, I want to thank you for your friendship. And I think that's the greatest accolade anybody could have, to be a true friend to somebody. And Alan's been a true friend to me over nearly 25 years in this company. So Alan, on Mark Hughes Day, I want to thank you for your friendship. Welcome to the call.
Hey, thank you, Angela. That was beautiful. And I remember the night when Angela did 7,500 points to qualify for a reception with Mark Hughes, and she was 9 months pregnant plus. And the doctors just said, if you go, we can't guarantee you won't have the baby at the party. And she missed that, and she was heartbroken. And it wasn't just that it was any old cocktail party. It was a cocktail party that she'd qualified for with Mark Hughes. And Mark was the young man. I was the lawyer. I was going broke. My business interests were no good. I wasn't the greatest lawyer. I was worse as a businessman. I was really a professional gambler. I was a good gambler, good background player, good card player. But, you know, those things never grabbed me. But Herbalife did grab me. I lost 16 pounds in 20 days, went from customer to supervisor in 10 days. But what really made the difference was when I met Mark Hughes, and it was in Bayswater in London, Lancaster Hotel. I was speechless when I met him. It was very difficult for me. I had my Charterhouse and Cambridge education. He had no education. He used treble negatives. I could speak the Queen's English. But, you know, I looked at him. I was going broke. He was worth $500 million. And there was something in the simplicity of what he was telling me and the fun we were having. And I'm really lucky, because when I met him, I was just the supervisor. But I was his hope for Europe, and the only lawyer in the company at that time, probably the only professional in the company at that time. Not a very good one, but at least a professional. And we became friends. So my relationship never changed with him as I climbed the marketing plan, because I was always his guy, or one of his guys there. And I had the privilege of opening the first Carter Herbalife with him. We flew over the mountains in the helicopter. And I showed him the sights of Rio afterwards, because he was just going to go straight back to the hotel with the 5 bodyguards. But I said, come on, Mark, let me just show you. And I just learned about Lagoa and Ipanema and Corcovado, and showed him. And we flew over Corcovado, and the Japanese tourists waved at us, and we were in the helicopter. And that was one of many things. We were on his boat many times, the Chamois. He pulled into Saint-Tropez, 2,000 people on the port. He let me look like the captain. You know, he was fun. He was larger than life. And on this day, when we celebrate, we just remember that he brought us all together. If he hadn't had the idea, all these friendships you've heard about, Oscar, Wayne Maring, my God, South Africa, you've got all those countries now about to open in Africa. All of our relationships, good, bad, and indifferent, but at least passionate and intense, They were all thanks to him. And so I don't know what would have happened to my life if I hadn't run into Mark Hughes, but I did. And the rest is history. The millions came, obviously, but it wasn't just that. He taught me how you have to stay consistent, because as quick as the millions come, the millions can go. If you don't, well, they can't go in Herbalife because you get the royalties, but you can lose the fire. Many people did along the way, but the ones who stayed with it and the ones who are staying with it, our dreams are coming true. He had a dream to get to 5 billion. We're now just past 4 billion, and this year we might even make 5 billion. And if you're on the call for the first time, come along for the ride. Be a dreamer. That's what he did. He sold me the dream. United Kingdom was country number 4, and he said, we're going to take Herbalife country by country, language by language, around the entire world. He saw it. We didn't. There was an Iron Curtain, the Berlin Wall. You couldn't even believe it. And now Russia is one of the leading countries in the world. So opening Georgia on the 26th of February, officially opening Georgia. Later on Ghana, later on 6, 7 countries, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, all those stands are opening. And I hope Mark's watching, because he'd be proud of us. Thanks a lot, Roy.